Yo, welcome in. Good start. I literally just reset my internet router and I was live for about 14 seconds and it's disconnected real quick. I'm not sure what happened there, but hopefully that just doesn't happen again. That was cool. But anyways, welcome in everybody. I was thinking about maybe just doing in-game music today. I don't know. We'll just do rock music, sure. Why not? Why not? What's going on, Crom? Lawn Bear Degen, what is up? Socketed Fly. Yo! I missed all the high rooms, don't worry about it. Smolps! Carfonzo! Welcome in, welcome in. Noel, welcome in. Yo, yo. Welcome, everybody. Sound issues. Hopefully that I'm not having sound issues. Hopefully I don't have any more stream issues. Let's see. Yeah, I just had a little internet hiccup as soon as I went live for some reason. I'm not sure what happened. That was just a one little and done. One little and done. Hope you all having a wonderful Monday morning, afternoon. Audio all looks good on my end. Hopefully it's your end. I can't handle any more issues with everything I ever touch. Can't handle it. Especially then with the season getting pushed back and back and back, and now I'm probably going to be on vacation when ladder resets. It'll be the first D2R ladder reset I miss. It'll be the first ladder reset I missed since I started my YouTube channel, I think. But is what it is, I guess. I'll literally be in the air flying while ladder resets, I believe, so. Yeah, try and just fire a reset of the stream there, Crom. It might give you an issue since there was a little internet hiccup on my end when the stream launched. It might have just permanently hiccuped your stream, so if you just reset it, it might work. Socket. Thank you so much for the 14 months of Slayership. You changed your name, didn't you? Your channel picture or whatever looks familiar. I can't put my finger on it. Either way, I think for the 14 months. Obviously, if you have 14 months, you're gonna look familiar. You've been here before. But yeah. Stuck with this one for the next 11 days. Gotcha. All good? Well, either way, thank you for the 14 months. Yeah, I know sometimes the way YouTube changes stuff around with their stinking handles or whatever they call them. I don't know. Lame sauce. Lame sauce. Got a burr yesterday. Durflash. Congrats on that. Go for a burr right now, and then I would probably miss it. I wouldn't see it under all the antidotes and stuff, but just run past it, hit escape. Yeah, they wish the handle thing wasn't standard, Degen. I'm right up there with you. I guess now that everybody has it fixed, it's not a huge deal, but speaking of all that stuff, I guess I'll switch it to live chat now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm about to just leave it on, because the only thing that, if you don't have it on live chat, people whose names are inappropriate body parts or something, or just inappropriate things, their messages, they get blocked out. So people just should probably make their names not stuff like that. That's what I'd do anyways. Because America, the freedom, but you know. Yours was, oh yeah. That's a bit much. I'm gonna be honest, D-Gen. That one right there is probably the one that's the most ridiculous that I've ever heard. Because that's not inherently like, it is kind of like it's not even like a bad thing. I don't know. Like your name could be like healthy fitness and exercise degenerate. Like just saying that you do it all the time, and then like that's not offensive, you know. That one's a bit much. But most people's are like, you know, stuff that I didn't even want to say really out loud. Not that crazy, but they'll be like extra long Nips 69 and stuff, and I'm like, dude, just pick a normal name like a normal human, please. Like, why do you have some weird name like that? Superior Dusk. Did I miss another one, or was it the one I picked up and threw down back a minute ago? I'll double check real quick. It might have been the one I picked up and threw down, because it was just like superior durability, and that's it. Ran right over it. Oh, this one. It was better than the last one. The last one was 3-socketed with superior durability. Wasted my time, D-Gen. Just kidding. Could have been good. Could have been good. I am looking for rune word bases, so. Really the one thing that you chat people have to force me to look at. I need to get the best possible plague sword base for the mercenary. So an ethereal, cryptic, I guess, or similar type. All the superiors on it. Hater, Misprinter Friday. That's all good. There'll be another one in a couple days. Few days. Ooh. I need to invest in more paper. I just remembered. Business expense, write it off. My tax guy's about to be like, sir, you're a streamer. Why did you go through 7,000 sheets of paper last year? Well, let me show you. Four metric tons of paper last year. Why did you use some? Oh. Justin Kidd, welcome in. Man, I should have made 1.5 gallons of coffee today, I think. I think so. Cryptic sword, mythic sword. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff. I think I'd prefer cryptic just because it looks like it would attack faster. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying it looks like it would. I don't know why. Just trust me. Why not? Take some monsters out along the way. Get one of them lucky drops maybe along the way here. We got an Ethereal Cryptic, Superior 15, enhanced damage. Ooh. Blasting 8 hours with your Fireball sword. Hopefully you got something good. 8 hours, a long time to be blasting non-stop. Old man Phil can't even handle that nowadays. I don't think I've done a stream that long in a couple of years, probably. Probably. I keep forgetting to even use my battle orders. It's too much work. Who can remember to use battle orders? Am I right? Eight-hour on a playthrough. You said, gotcha. Been thinking about doing. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Kind of like doing some of the speedrun stuff, but I feel like it didn't go over as well with the crowd. which is part of it in my position, so not everything, but where's the champ? There you are. Line him up, line him up. Speaking of going over well, make sure y'all hit the like button for me, huh? Just like, see the like button, just like, pew! Give it a kaplow. Weapon are you using? I have, wait, did I switch to, oh, yeah, I've still got Titans on. Yep. Still rocking Titans. I thought about throwing T-strokes on. I mean, I kill so fast with this, having the replenish. T-strokes, like, if you really run around and try to lump up the cows, you can get away with not going back and repairing them mid-run, but I'm not, like, perfect max efficiency cow runner guy, so. So, Jinx, that clip was from, like, years ago. That was, like, Season 1 or 2 of Project Diablo 2. Back when it was way better than it is now. And then they kept, like, changing everything all the time, and now it's, like, a completely different game. There's not one item that's identical to Diablo 2 anymore. So, like, all the skills changed and all the items changed, and it's too much for me. Used to. Little known fact, I tell the story quite often, so sorry for the people hearing it for the thousandth time, but I actually completely switched my channel to only making Project Diablo 2 content for the first 2 full seasons, and then part of the 3rd one, but then I just couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't play it anymore. Degen says those other 2 are faster. What? How is this possible? But the Cryptic looks faster. The thing is, it looks faster, so it must be, okay? Conquest. Does the Cryptic have the most, like, the highest, like, top-end damage, I guess? It must, huh? That must be why people want to use it. I just thought it looked like, because the blade's narrower, so I figured this looks faster. This game makes no sense. No. I haven't missed any high runes yet, did I? Oh, larger range. Maybe that's why. Yeah, you always want your sword to reach longer, you know? You always want to be long, have that longer sword. Flickering Flame best for a fire sorceress. If you're going for most damage, yeah. For me, magic finding and going out there, it's like Shaco is just hard to get away from personally on a sorceress and on most casters. Oop, these guys about to beat me up. Tough to get away from. Probably should battle order this guy with the might everywhere, but you know, whatever. He's a tough guy. He'll be alright. Maybe. Yeah, I would say. I guess my final answer would be. I bet you probably 50-50 between people would choose Flickering Flame or Shaco, I think. Well, a little skiller, not the one that you necessarily have to find, but hey, a little skiller nonetheless. Boop, boop. Sucks for you. I have a Shaco, but what is best for for a playthrough? For a playthrough. So you're gonna be like, essentially, you're saying you're transferring gear over. Use during a playthrough, so you're going through like hell difficulty. Oh boy, I don't know about that. That's like something I've never thought about. Like, probably Shaco. I don't know. Oh boy, what a mess. Someone needs to clean this up for me. Yeah, if you're literally like transferring gear over, man, I don't know. I guess I'd go with the Shaco with the DR and the life and everything, but I don't think if you're transferring over gear of that kind of quality for a playthrough, I think you're gonna be fine either way. Almost unnoticeable difference. to be honest, because that's like such good gear to use for a playthrough. So I wouldn't stress about it too much. I hear a jewel. I did. Look at it, way up here. If only I could hear runes that good. I wasn't blasting his rock music all the time, huh? Yeah, a bunch of people throwing out some good budget examples and stuff. Sounds like he's transferring over like perfect gear for a fire source just to use on a playthrough, so he's gonna be perfectly fine. Just reckon. Yeah. Yummy, yummy coffee. For years straight you've been playing. Checks out. Sounds like something a Diablo 2 player would be doing. Yeah, Diablo 2 players play a lot of Diablo 2 sometimes. Yeah, I feel like nothing wrong with it. I don't want to word this the wrong way. Personally, I don't like doing playthroughs with gear that I transfer over. It just seems too easy, kind of. But that's just me. I'm not gonna say I've never done it. That's how I know it feels like, you know, that's how I know it feels like it's something I don't want to do, because I've done it before and I kind of stopped doing it. But there's nothing wrong with it. That's not at all what I'm saying either. So, boy, are there no cows in this whole level? What's going on here? Okay, move. Thank you. Boy, this is the worst cow level ever. I should have made the level with a full book of town portals, huh? Scientific fact. More density. Allegedly. Dario, welcome in. Say first time seeing me live. Welcome in for the first time, I suppose. Hopefully not the last for you, but welcome in. Just came back, getting ready for ladder reset. Yeah, hopefully the ladder resets sometime this year, huh? No ladder resets for 2026, apparently. I'm being sarcastic, of course, just because they keep not announcing when the ladder's going to be. Sounds like it's going to be at a very bad time for me, but hopefully it's a great time for everybody else. I heard a jewel, but where was it? Oh, right here. Walk, 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 walk. I'll be a walk-a-zon. That way I'll have my highest defense, right? Great strat right there. Trashy, yo, welcome in. Socketed Fly, aka DP, I believe, says playthroughs need restrictions in his opinion. That can be kind of a fun way, I guess. I'm kind of I'm not restrictionist guy. I'm more of try to play faster guy. Not that I'm any good at speedrunning or anything, but sucks for you says trying different builds. Yeah, that's another one. Several people have kind of that hop into my streams and stuff say they like to do that. All right, a couple hiccups there in a row or whatever. Okay, any high runes missing? Not yet. As soon as I start to like ease off and not pay attention as much, that's when they'll drop. What's going on, G Stacks and Biv? What's up? 10 days to the Diablo showcase. Yeah, you know what? I'm really hoping that the ladder does not reset when I'm on vacation. With the Diablo showcase on the 11th, it seems surprising that the showcase for Diablo stuff would be on the 11th and they'd reset D2R on the 13th, doesn't it? Like some people are speculating that it's going to be on the 13th anyways. I think that's unhopeful. Fort or ring? Play faster, no town restrictions? Well, that would take me even longer because not going to town would then just make it even harder, which means it'd be even slower. Oops. Oops. Crash has 6 days to my Super Bowl birthday. Birthday on the Super Bowl. That's interesting. Could be fun. Automatic parties everywhere for your birthday. Luca says the music too loud. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I haven't changed my volume on my music in years. Literally years. Maybe you'll get used to it if you hang out a while. Let's see. Changed my pally from foe to hammers the other day. Don't know about it, huh? They're both good. They're just different, so. Maybe it'll grow on you. What's going on, Marty? Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in, Marty. 15 poison, 15 attack speed. Is that good? I never paid attention to jewels. 15% poison. Res and 15 attack speed. It's like, okay, you're not really going to be able to have any trade value for that. You can get up to 30 on an individual res Dario. So if you get a jewel that's like 30 with 15 increased attack speed, it could have value. The one that everybody wants actually is 30 to fire res with 15 increased attack speed. People love to stick that in Andaro's Visage to make up for the fire on it, the negative fire res that's on Andaro's Visage, and then you get attack speed for your merc. Some of the other ones, I'm sure they have value for PvP people and stuff, but I don't PvP, so I don't know the value of what it would be or anything, or not 100% sure on everything there. Poochies, thanks for the fake birthday. Not really my birthday wish, but thank you. Appreciate you. Mewtwo, your last rune was an Ohm. Yeah, mine too. But it's Ohm is so low, I don't even pick them up anymore. I just left it sitting there and passed it. On top, completely on purpose too. I did not miss it on accident. I just didn't even want it. Race, welcome in. Lots of rumors going around, both with this supposed announcement. I haven't really seen any rumors, but I mean, I haven't looked around that much, to be honest. Is there a difference in MF from chests to rocks and the dead rogues and stuff? No. I don't know exactly how everything works there, because like you click on that rock, 2 sets of gold come out. Here we got 2, a scroll and item. The way it was always described to me is that essentially, see, like in this one drops 4. This chest has 4. I don't know how it determines which rock and which chest, like out here or in different areas, determines how much they drop. But each drop is essentially the same as like a drop from a monster. So that's the way it's always been described to me. If that's You know, like this dropped 4 items. I don't know if there's like no drop chances and they can drop up to 4 out of those things or something. I'm not. I've never really researched the drop odds on chests and stuff. The normal chests, I should say. Over amulets. We're on a minute. Don't want to miss anything again, right? Socketfly says he heard about a possible new character, the Warlord. That would be surprising. Old Sweet Phil here. Yeah, someone said the Warlord set. I could see us getting the Warlord set and extra stash tabs, perhaps. Those 2 things I could see happening. Ugh, one of everything. Fort, not an ohm. Not an ohm. Oh, I'm walking again because I hit the R on accident. Whoop. Hard to imagine a new character, Socketfly. Yes, that is honestly, I agree. I couldn't even imagine what that would be like. Boy, that would be hype though. Like everyone would be hype about it. But that's like the vast majority of people I feel, they just want anything and everything to be changed all the time. Just like things changing constantly is what people like want. I don't know. Not my cup of tea, but it just seems like the masses, I'm saying, is what they want. But is Poison Necro viable without D-Web and stuff? Yeah, it is. If you don't have D-Web, you're going to be capped at about players 3, I would say. I've done it before. It's been a while. It's been a few years. But I didn't find a D-Web for a long time, and I used to use just 3-piece Trangs, and yeah. I lump some cows up. Herd them up, I guess. Mystic Grand Charm? That's not possible. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, did I ever change? Speaking of. Something real quick. I forgot to change the Twitch title. Whoops. I don't think I'm going to go back for it because it's always terrible. Every time I've gone back for a charm I've missed, it's always like 14 to max stamina or something, so I think I'll just leave it. Justin's holding on for a loot filter, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up for that either. I seem to remember them saying something of why they didn't want to have a loot filter or anything, because they felt like it would give certain people unfair advantages, which I was like, but everybody has it, so how is it unfair advantage? But like, it would just allow people, like, some people to set theirs up correctly and then like be able to see stuff better than other people. Because like if you're higher level or you want better stuff, then you can filter out. I don't know. I forget the way they explained it, but this was like years ago on some things, so. All my D2 playing has been leagues. Leagues. You mean like the ladder resets and the seasons, you mean? Leagues. I don't know this terminology, but just want to start playing offline. Definitely go with a sorceress for offline single player, yeah. That's my recommendation anyways. Just being able to and don't forget too, on offline, you don't have to beat the game right away either. You can play through with the Sorc, just get to Act 1 or maybe get through Act 3 to Mephisto. Oh, hold up. Sorry, I just sneezed. You can just play through, and this is what I would do. Play through to Act 3, and then you can like mode trick Mephisto, take out Andy a bunch of times, run lower Kuras, rinse and repeat. Essentially those things to get a lot of the basic gear, and then you can go take out the other part of the game later. Because Act 4 or 5 of Hell are way harder than the ones before that. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, once you go to Hell difficulty, you can just, with a sorceress, you can just teleport through the entire game, take out just Andariel, teleport through all of Act 2 and just get the staff and take out just Duriel, and then teleport all the way to Mephisto. Like, you only have to kill Andy and Duriel before then to go all the way to Mephisto. Well, I guess you got to take out the one council member, but yeah. Grand Charm, yeah, it's all right. Sad you lost that home. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It is like, obviously I wanted it, but Maxie up here a minute ago said if they added stuff to Act 4 it'd be cool. Maybe. I mean, that wouldn't be too crazy of a thing. I think that'd be kind of hype, and it wouldn't be too like game breaking. Like, there's no way you could really mess that up, adding some random caves to Act 4 or something. The only thing is you are in hell. You are in hell, right? You're fighting Diablo in hell. So like, can you really go underneath hell? I don't know. Just like logic wise, it doesn't really check out, but why does it need to make sense? League is PoE terminology. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't play that one. Noel, did I miss another Grand Charm? Did I miss 2 Grand Charms last round? Could have happened. It could have. Sniper. No, I do not play other games. Nope. Just Diablo 2. I've done other stuff where I have like a video editing channel that I make a few videos here and there, kind of just to kind of do it. I did fire up a fantasy football channel just for funsies. I just recorded a few videos last season and whatever, you know. Yeah. But no, I don't really play other games. Yeah, it's definitely one of those situations where I don't even know how people who like play a video game and like stream it and stuff, how would they have any time to make any other videos or stream any other video games, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying I don't know how people even find a way to do that. But nope, just D2. Locked, welcome in. Mewtwo said I haven't seen that channel. Ooh, by that channel I mean fantasy football. Yeah, I never promoted it on this channel, and I didn't really want to. I feel like any of the other projects I'd ever tried, whether it was the podcast or whether it was just any of the other stuff, it was actually detrimental to the channel's like long-term success by promoting it on this channel, and then people would follow it and subscribe and stuff just to like, you know, just because I'd be like, hey, check out my other channel, and then a bunch of people who didn't really care about the content would subscribe, and then the YouTube algorithm would be like, oh, these people subscribed, and we show them the thumbnail and they don't want to watch it, so it must be a stupid video, and then they'd show it to less people. That's just my hypothesis on what happened. So all right, Cow King, you're bugging me. So that's why I just kind of don't promote really other channels on my main channel anymore. Do other stuff here too, you'd watch. Well, I couldn't do like fantasy football and stuff, and I've even tried doing videos and stuff on other Diablo games, and they don't even perform any good on my channel. It's very difficult. You can do it, but it's difficult to make a channel about D2, because then and then make stuff about other games. Close. 2 rolls on res though. I can't go with that. Oh, that's definitely a keeper right there. Oh my god. So good. So good. Oh yeah, but if I put up a video and only like half the people that are subscribed to my channel want to watch it, the algorithm says, oh, that video stinks. Because usually I get like 60% of the people that see the thumbnail to my video will click on it and watch my video. And if it only gets like 50%, my video gets like no views at all. Relative to my other ones, I should say. So, very difficult to put different types of content on the same channel. That's either got to be like your thing, or you got to be like, I don't have a full editing team and stuff. Ash said you called the life skiller. You said a lightning life skiller though. Not quite the same. Dan Campbell in the hot seat this season? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe a little bit. Could be. I seen the rune. That's the main thing. Very nice skiller. Yeah. Like the D1 runs. The D1 Diablo 1 stuff that when I played that actually did perform very well. Actually, when I streamed D1, I actually had way more viewers than when I streamed D2. But for the short term, every stream was like this though. And but man, when I did D4, anything D4 related, it was some of the videos I got a ton of views, and then other videos I didn't get like any views. I'd get like 1,100 views on a video, and then the next video I'd make, I'd get like 250,000. And then the next video I'd get like 20,000, and the next video I'd get like 2,000, and then like 5,000, and then 1,000, and then 800, and then 1,000, and then 280,000, and then 120,000, and then 1,000. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, there was just so many people all making Diablo 4 videos. Not to mention, every time I made a Diablo 4 video, all the comments would just be like, this guy's an idiot, he knows nothing. Rax said this, or some other guy said this. And this guy built his character, and his whatever helmet he has only has this much armor on it, and this other guy's helmet has this much armor on it. This guy sucks. And I'm like there would just be comment after comment about how stupid I was. And I was just like, okay. I can do that anymore. Sniper says it's true the algorithm's tough nowadays. Kinda is, yeah. Kinda is. They change stuff on YouTube too. I don't know how much I really want to change my content, but YouTube prioritizes a bunch. Like, they want your videos to either be shorts that are like sub 15 seconds long or sub 20 seconds long, or a video that's 45 minutes long, like video essays and stuff. And I don't really get the super long video content stuff because I think it's incredibly boring, but the algorithm pushes it. So I don't know how much. Like, if I should intentionally make videos I think are bad just to try to make more money. I don't know if that's what I really want to do, but yeah. Usually it doesn't work out too good when you make content that you don't want to. It's usually, I think it comes across in the videos and stuff that you're just mailing it in, so. Unless you're a really good actor, I guess. Let's see. Somebody said they saw a low rune? I don't know. Come on. How many runes can I miss all the time? Fishaholic said he saw a low. Nobody else said they saw it. Did I miss a rune again, guys? Let me know in the comments. Would you recommend D1 after playing through it? I mean, I kind of think so. I just played through what was essentially, because Diablo 1, the way it is on the Battle.net launcher, like, you could only play the different difficulties if you played online, but online wouldn't like work unless you download like a mod for it or something. I forget exactly, or you had to download a different file to get it to work or something. And I couldn't figure it out. Ray said you don't like the shorts. I usually don't either. I almost always, anytime I click on a short, I click on it and then it gets to the end and I'm like, gosh dang it, there is nothing in this video and there's no point to it. Well, it's just because I think I'm different than people too, because everything I watch is for like the information that's in it. I don't watch YouTube for entertainment at all. What I find entertaining is learning new things and like hearing new stuff. So like the brain rot content that shorts is, I don't really get it. A lot of the shorts, I try my best, but like it's hard to cram any information into shorts. So when I make them and I try to put any information in it, it's just, you know, like I said, it's hard to make stuff that you don't get, you know. It'd be like being allergic to fish and you're like, you know, you're a, you know, master chef at a fish restaurant, I guess, you know. You watch Smarter every day? I have not heard of that one, no. A lot of stuff on YouTube, so it's probably... Can't catch everything. Jam, appreciate you. Like the vids lives. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, chat's starting to fill up. Here's where I really got to pay attention. This is when I start missing all the runes. If I legitimately miss something, it's going to be your guys' fault, okay? Oh yeah, I was going to make cows, wasn't I? I got distracted. Thinking about how embarrassing it would be to miss another rune. Goltonator shopping for them 320s at the moment. While we're here, what if I just boom nailed some 320s and you were just like, that'd be so funny. Socket hit, socket fly. As long as I don't miss a lumber, exactly. Who cares about a low? Oh, my bicep. I smoked the gym so bad over the last 3 days, like my whole body's sore. I had to take a rest day. Nate King, Michigan. I'm a Michigander. Poison Nova Java or Lightning Sorceress be better for the end game. I'm a big Lightning Sorc. I'm a big fan of the Nova Sorc, but if you specifically Lightning works really good. I mean, geez, that's a tough. You just picked like 3 of like almost the best builds in the game, like really good builds. So I guess if you had a fully perfectly decked out Javazon, I guess I would pick that one. It just outputs so much damage. Like I have almost the best gear here, but I am specifically set up for cows though, so you would not want to go run Worldstone Keep with this right now. But the last time I used Javazon, I went and ran Worldstone Keep, set it up survivability wise, and it was just like melting P8 Worldstone Keep. So like, yeah. Goltonator says Nova surpasses it. Yeah, I kind of think so with the survivability, and boy, I'm a big fan of not having to aim, so just getting close and flashing and getting close to them and flashing them again. And wait a second, out of context that could sound wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Giannis coming to Miami. Giannis coming to Detroit, baby. Ooh, Pistons could get him to put him over the top. Get us another champ. Get us another chip here in Detroit. Probably not, though. Coming to Detroit, I mean. Oops. The So J-Rock, I missed some of the context of your comment there, but you said that a lot of people will just say they don't tie themselves to one game. I do kind of get the idea, but it's so hard to like, because nobody's gonna like, if you play a bunch of different games and you make videos about a bunch of different games, nobody likes every game, so every video you make is gonna have a different audience, and YouTube, the algorithm's never gonna know who to show your videos to, you know? That's kind of what I meant, and then like having the time to really pump out the videos. I guess because other people, they just sit and they can just stream for like 15 hours a day. I don't have that kind of time. I gotta edit a video, like I make a video, I record it here for like 20 minutes, and then I gotta go do this, and then I come down and I edit for like an hour and a half, and I stop midway and go make dinner, and then I come back down and edit a little more, and then I go back up and like clean up after the, you know, kids are done eating and everything, and then come back down and edit a little more. Like that's, you know, I can't just stream 15 hours a day like other people, you know, I'm married with kids and stuff, so that could be part of it too. It's different lives for different people, and you know. I seen that Grand Charm. I'm not gonna miss it. Conquest Sword. Ooh, I didn't even look at that. I forgot that was a good one to look for. That's why I don't even have a base for not ethereal. Garbage. At least you need an ethereal one for the Merc, right? Have your kid stream for you. There you go. No, I tried getting the stepson to like do YouTube and stuff, but I couldn't talk him into it, which is crazy. He's 20 right now, and I could not talk him into doing YouTube. I kid you not. Like, isn't that every kid's dream? Like, I'll buy you a mic and a camera, and I'll show you how to, you know, edit videos and stuff. He's like, nah, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, well, go get some job at like McDonald's or something then, I guess, because you'd rather do that than do YouTube, I guess. Crazy, but crazy kids these days. What's Michigan famous for? All the big giant lakes around it. The Great Lakes, they're naking. That's what Michigan's famous for. The Mitten State. Didn't know Michigan had Great Lakes? Crazy. Crazy. Hold on, I gotta pull this up for you. I guess if people are from around the world, I guess I just assume everybody knows everything about me. Guess. Go web browser. So here's Michigan. Right here in the middle. So this is got the upper peninsula, the lower peninsula, and it's got all lakes around it. All lakes. Lakes, 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 lakes. These lakes aren't actually around us. Touch this right here, I guess. Lakes, 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 lakes. Plus Detroit, Motor City, you know what I'm saying? Freezing your butt off in the winter. Yeah, Michigan's known a little bit for that too, right? We're right up there next to Canadian, don't you know, eh? Right up there next to the, you know, we got the Yoopers right up there next to them. The cool bridge you went over. Ooh. Usually when I go over to Canada, we go through the tunnel, so there's a tunnel that goes under the Detroit River. Because then it pops up right in downtown Windsor. Have I missed a high route? Not yet today. Not yet today. Allegedly. No one's proved I have yet anyways. Whoa. Got little cows over there. Yeah, it wasn't a high rune, it was just a low, yeah. No, it wasn't. Someone went back and said it was an IO, and I seen an IO back, and then someone was like, you missed a low, and I was like, I think it was an IO, and someone else was like, yeah, it was. I don't know. Passion says season 13 has to be coming. Eventually. I'm hoping they push it back even further though, because I'm about to leave on a vacation we planned like months and months and months ago, of course, because that's how you plan vacations, of course. And did I repair these or did I just not do that? It'd be devastating if I literally was not around for reset. New challenge, miss one of every rune. I've probably done that challenge like 6 times over already. The issue being you can't intentionally miss a rune, right? So supposed to hear this week about reset. We'll see. I don't like hearing that though, I'm gonna be honest. They did say something. I did see a Twitter post or something about, well, we're gonna fill it up just for nostalgia's sake. I did see something on Twitter that like expect around this date to hear something about reset or about the new season. And by this date I mean they just set a date and I don't remember what they said, but hopefully the reset is not when everyone thinks it's gonna be. Dream Pally or Sork? I probably will not, because I might, but probably not as well. Not sure. I don't like making rune words when the rune word is insanely expensive and it's only used on one specific build. You know, it's tough to, you know, I don't mind making. I have done a few of them before. Like I made these expensive rune words and now I just never use them, but which I'm making every rune word anyways, but I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't Radiant energy shield. I have a sick memory base already, so let's check. Oh, cows teleporting around. Guy's got an enigma right here. If it was online, it'd be different. Maybe. I probably. Well, I also would never do it online as well, but. I would say I'm more likely to do it on single player than online, to be honest. Oh, I was gonna say, doesn't it take like a bunch of cham runes or something? Like, doesn't Dream have a cham rune in each one or something? I forget. Like I said, I don't ever make them. I'd have to look it up real quick. Well, I guess I could just click this button and I will be there and I could look right at it. Rune Wizard. Web browser. It is right. Dragon's got a Sir Low. Dream. Oh, it's got another jaw. Got a jaw, bro. That's a toughie, huh? A toughie. Yeah, it's one of them things when stuff's that expensive and only making it for one specific build that I'm gonna use for, like, you know, I'm gonna stream with it like 5 times and then never use it again. But I'm gonna make every rune word, so I'm, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dream Pretty Roll Dependent said, I lost. Who said it? Oh no. D-Gen said it. There you go. Let me double check here. I had to keep double checking, making sure I don't miss stuff. How mad would I be, J-Rock says, if they came out and said they're reworking all of the skills? I would have an uncomfortable sinking feeling in my stomach, that's for sure. But I mean, if I honestly thought about it, I would make way more money if they did that. So I mean, how I would not be. I would be uncomfortable about it, but then also I could easily make a bunch more money. So how mad could I really be? I guess. Oop. Goltonator said you'd make Enigma in a Gothic plate if it didn't have like the slow walk run on it. Well, if you have Enigma, it means you're going to be teleporting all the time. So how fast you run doesn't matter much, does it? Obviously, that's like a PvP consideration, but yeah, Thrune. Yeah, so Spanglish, pretty much what Degen said there. Look up what an insight is, and you make it in a pole arm. Stick it on your Act 2 mercenary, and your mana will never be a problem again. Never. They're all super low level, like not high runes. They're all low, like little runes. You can make one in a bow, too, for an Act 1 mercenary. If you want your merc to stay back a little bit, hopefully. Greetings from Hungary. Shani, I think? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Welcome in, though. How many high runes have you found in the last few weeks? Well, a couple of them have dropped. I word it that way because a couple of times I actually didn't see. I missed an ohm and a low in like the last week or so. I picked up a couple. I picked up a Sir and a couple something else, but somehow my eyes glazed over and I just didn't see him somehow. But yeah. Oh well. Doing too much chat reading. Thanks a lot, chat. Can't be my fault. Gotta be somebody else. Okay, I think that's it. Let's dip out of here. Let's see. Spanglish say you're online single player. So yeah, in Insight, I think you can find almost all the runes from normal difficulty Countess. So if you can't farm normal difficulty Countess, well, you can't even get hammers before then. So if you have a level 1 hammer, you definitely can take out level 1 Countess, or normal difficulty Countess. And Insight is right. I'll show you what we're talking about. If you're kind of newer to the game, you don't know about Insight. Let's sort by name. Make it easier for me to find. Insight right here. Raltir, Tal, Soul. You can find all three of them. The Soul rune you can only find. You can find that from the Nightmare Countess. So the Countess, which is at the bottom of the tower, which is in the Black Marsh, the Countess drops some runes like every time, and you actually drop more runes when you're P1 in a game by yourself. But this right here, the Meditation Aura, it replenishes your energy very quickly, much quicker than normal. So, and plus it has a bunch of damage for your mercenary too, so it's actually just like a good weapon, and it has meditation. But yeah, Raltir Tal you can get from normal difficulty if you wanted to, but if you can do Nightmare Countess, just run that, because then you can get the Soul rune from Nightmare Countess. If you can do Hell Countess, do that, because then you can get up to an Ist even, or get super lucky and get something higher. Super lucky, but so yeah, look up Countess running for runes if you want to. I got videos on it. And try to make yourself one of these. You can missile weapons and pole arms. You can make it in. So. I don't know what I was in the middle of doing though. Probably imbuing my Wirt's leg. No, don't have it yet.
I shall land of the shadow.
I can't read the name. VRLI. I can't read that unfortunately, but the AI is so bad. Sometimes. Well, the Act 2 mercenary AI is just, you know, Leroy Jenkins. So all gas, no brakes. So gotta watch out for that. Act 5 AI great. Well, I mean, he does the same thing. He just charges in too, but I think the survivability there's a little. He has a more defense and just better survivability generally, because you can have an extra weapon. Throw the frenzy one on there, attack super fast, so it's leeching life back, and then you get more different type of stats things through 2 weapons. So I think it attacks a lot faster. Maybe, yeah. Dirty Izzy up here a minute ago saying no basic loot filter. Got you on the modded versions. Yeah, I get it. I would think about, I thought about the, you know, doing a loot filter or something, but for content wise, I just don't. Because then you get a bunch of questions about like, you know, oh, he's not even playing regular D2, it's some mod, so like don't even, like that's why his drops are good. It's their increased drop rates, like he's cheating. He's trying to pass it off as if it's real Diablo 2 and it's not. And you get a bunch of stuff like that, and people downvote your videos and click off of them and hurt your channel and stuff. So do I have the Den quest? I mean, I don't know. Looks like I never did it. I don't have any reason to, because you can, on PC, you can just like infinitely respec. Re-rolling your nickname, I'm guessing you're saying, because English people can't pronounce it. Yeah, I definitely cannot pronounce that one. Well, let's go with VR, maybe. Maybe let's call you V. V. I like the sound of that. Galback, yo! Another snowy day. True story. What's going on, Galback? Welcome in. And Nightbot, welcome in too. Look at that. Don't forget to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's hop out here now. I was trying to get my chat reading out of the way, so when I run out here, I can actually see the runes drop when I take out cows, you know? Remember. Why is it? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Sorry, not very smart. Don't worry about me. Fred, yo! Good to see you. Long time no see. Welcome back in. Smoked turkey. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever smoked turkey, but oh, tofurkey. Oh, never mind. I love that. Thanks for the 42 months of Slayership, Fred. Legend. Appreciate you. Wet Leaf. Welcome in. Savage Helm. I'll check that. I've been looking for a barb wisdom base, because wisdom's pretty cheap. And I like using wisdom on a throw barb. I was hoping to find one with like find item on it and like some other stuff to help out. So you can get that 100% pierce and then find item. Bam, bam, bam. Fred says 3.5-year-old membership. Is that a toddler still? I'm not sure. Appreciate you, Fred, for the continued channel support. Ooh. Fred, got a funny story for you. So my wife bought some kind of ramen that's like kind of spicy. And then she's like, I don't really like these. I'm like, I guess I'll eat them because, you know, I always eat whatever doesn't get eaten around the house. Kind of my job. And I made some today and ate them, and I thought of you. Because I was like, these are spicy. And then I thought of you. Fred and his spicy ramen. see. Shani saying, I play on single player hardcore and I find my first Tyraels. Oh, nice. That's a rare one right there. But you don't have a Griffin's, D-Web, Death Spasm. Yeah, well, you can't pick and choose your RNG. That just reminded me. So I usually never like go look and watch this stuff, but it popped up in my feed and I said, you know what? I never click on things like this in my feed. I'm going to click on this one. There was a guy who made a video and he was just like a variety streamer dude that, you know, had like 1,800 subs or something. And it was his video about what he thought of his first time playing through and beating hell difficulty on Diablo 2. And it's always just, I'm not gonna say it cracks me up, but it kind of cracks me up, you know. People's, you know, they're like, oh my gosh, this game is ridiculous. There's all these immunities, and the thing that helps you out, the Sunder Charm, like you can't even get it till after you beat the game. But how can you beat the game when everything's is immune? And so then I decided to respec, and the very second I respec out of cold and into like lightning or something, instantly I drop a cold Sunder Charm. Like the game's just trolling you, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. He knows. RNG. It's just so funny. Because, like, I don't know, we all know the game's like that. It almost seems like they do it on purpose. But then he had never played before, and just his first experience, he's like, the game does it on purpose. As soon as you respec out of it, they instantly drop the Sunder Charm you need. It's just, I was just chuckling. I couldn't help but laugh at that one specifically. Like, that's so true. Necking. I'm not sure about the type of ramen. No, I don't know what kind it is. Some odd looking packaging. It's not just like top ramen or something. It was, I don't remember what it was. Don't know. Didn't look too close. Just ate it and hurried up and ran down here to get to work. Is there a group I run with to make ladder risted either? It's usually different people every season. There are a few like longtime channel members I've done several resets with, and then other times I'll just do resets with. I'll literally just be like, you know, I'll actually talk to like some of the longtime channel members, and I'll be like, hey, is it all right if I just run with like some random people from the channel? You know, because I mean, before I was a streamer, I always liked, you know, if I had ever gotten, I never did, but if I had ever gotten into play a reset with like a streamer, I like to watch it. That would be like crazy. So I was like, you know what, if it's something that I remember back before I streamed, you know, I would want to do it. So I would just play through the season sometimes with random people, you know, from the stream or whatever. But no, I don't have a group of like the other speedrunners or something that I play through the game with, or like other. I've only played one reset with other streamers before, and that was with Barricade and Dobrensky, who both don't make D2 content anymore. I banned you from my reset. Not sure that's exactly true. That offensive name you have there, D-Gen. Too offensive for sensitive people like myself. Wetleaf said maybe I should run Mind Blast, Magic Find Assassin for your Night Wings, I'm guessing you were saying there. Trying to trick the game into giving you what you want. By reverse psychologizing it. You know what, that's probably the best bet, to be honest. G-Stack's up a minute ago has been hammering those spicy taco ramen bowls? Okay, alright. Legendary. I don't generally buy that stuff, but like I said, Haleback picked it up and said she didn't like it, and I was like, all right, I'll eat them, I guess. Borderline almost too spicy for me. For you guys that like spicy stuff, it's probably like a 4 out of 10, but for me, it's like Philip, say you've been blasted super chest for hours, no high runes.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
Now hours, the thing with LK, the number of hours doesn't really tell you. You gotta say like how many runs, because first of all, if you're not like sometimes my runs will be a little bit longer because I'm reading chat, I'm stopping, I'm like doing this and stuff. But if you're just playing, your runs can't really be any longer than 30 seconds or it's like too inefficient. Like you gotta pick it up, right? And also you have to be on higher, you can't do it on P1. You have to be, whether you're one of those people that swears by players 5, I don't recommend that, but you know, set it to player 7 difficulty. P1, you're not going to find much. I think the rune drops were like a third as often on P1 or something. I forget exactly what it was, but Sleepwalking P7 enjoyer. Phillips P7. I got you. Okay. Not new to the game. Okay, gotcha. Ooh, I'm like full of gold here. I have to go do some jambling at Jeeds, huh? Even switched it to P8. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I've done that before too. You may just need a map seed reroll, maybe just for your own sanity, if nothing else. Maybe I can't prove that it's necessarily going to fix it for you, but just spend like however long it takes to reroll a new one. Hope for the best. Oh, Philip, I missed up here. Does higher MF? No. Magic Find doesn't affect the rune drops. I'm pretty sure from the super chest, the MF doesn't even affect the rare drops or anything. Like literally, you click on it, and it rolls and decides what super chest item pattern is going to come out of the chest, and then that comes out, and nothing that you have on your character like even affects it. Because I don't know if you noticed, if you have no Magic Find, you click on a super chest, everything that comes out is at least magic. It's all magic, and then sometimes you'll get that full rare drop, but also you'll get no uniques because you click on it and it's already decided, like, there are these preset items that are going to come out of it. There's going to be this gold. There's going to be whatever, you know what I mean? So you say you find more rares if you have Magic Find. I think that's more of a anecdotal thing that you notice more so than factual. I could be wrong. This is one that I wouldn't fully swear by, but I'm pretty sure that super chests have predetermined loot drop patterns that are already like predetermined, like I said. Little well, defensive auras. If you're running a defensive auras gold find character, yeah, good. The Sleepwalking says, yeah, super chests are all pre-programmed. Yeah, that's the way I thought. I thought it was all like into whatever you call it, fully untethered from RNG. Like RNG, well, that's not the right thing to say. Because it decides what loot drop to drop, but like, yeah, I thought it was untethered from Magic Find and stuff. But yeah. But like I said, this is one that I would less swear by because it just, nobody really cares about it usually, so no one talks about it. Like, how much does your Magic Find affect? Like, no one talks about it, so, you know. Nobody runs super chests like, oh, I'm gonna stack up a bunch of Magic Find and find good rare stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard anyone say anything like that. Everyone cares about the runes. Yeah, sounds like a lot of people kind of agree with me, but can't always just trust the mob. But I'm pretty sure that's how. Anyways. Yeah, I think if anything there, Bitly, you probably just got lucky a couple of runs in a row, or a bunch of runs in a row even. Because there's literally multiple patterns where you'll click on the chest and like 9 or 10 or 12 rares pop out of the chest. They're everywhere, you know. That's my guess, anyways. But let's see, Jimmy did 8 hours of LK Super Chest, P7 yesterday. Best thing he got was a Hell Room. Yeah, like I was saying to somebody else a minute ago. You might have just hopped in though. I see first time chatter there, Jimmy. Welcome in. It comes down more to how many runs you did rather than the hours. Because if you're going to be running LK, you need to be like P7 doing like 30 seconds a run, so 2 runs a minute. So if you did 8 hours of LK runs, but you only did, 60 runs an hour, then yeah, you're not gonna. It's gonna be much less likely to find stuff, right? Where are we at here? Fred's a one-man mob. True story. I missed what that was in reference to, though, Fred. But it is a true story. I just know it to be true. Bitley said, Philip Bitley, been finding a lot more of the rares and stuff. Yeah, you can pop a lot out there for sure. Hitting up rares and crafting materials and skillers and stuff. I've had some dry luck at Trab before too. For a video, I did 1,000 runs and I didn't find a single high rune. So, and then the next time but I needed high runes and I was losing my mind. I re-rolled my map seed, and then I did another video. I was going to do another 1,000 runs, I think. And then I did, within 120, 125 runs, I found a Vex or an Ohm or something, and then like 100 runs or 80 runs later, I found a Sur or something. I was like, there we go. So that's why I recommended to re-roll your map seed, even if it doesn't help psychologically. You think you at least did something to help yourself, so makes you feel better. Yeah, Golden says flawless gems too from LK. Yeah, that's one of the things I was talking about when I said crafting materials for re-rolling Grand Charms or for what is it? Amulets and stuff like that. Yeah. The intronaut, welcome in. Sorry, I'm getting a little behind on the chats. Welcome in. Naking F Titans you just found. Wish it rolled better, but F Titans are pretty cool. Pretty cool for sure. Sleepwalking many hours to find a Sur. Don't think I've found any other high runes yet. Yeah, takes a lot of time, kind of, unless you get real lucky like I did. The last LK runs I ran, I got insanely lucky. See, Phillips' best thing he's got so far is a gull, about 45 seconds a run. Hours and hours spent. Yeah, see, what's the, they say the average is something like 1 high rune every, like, 455. It depends who you ask, but I usually tell people the average comes out to about 1 in 500 runs for a high rune on average, which is crazy considering how lucky I got on my runs, so. What are the Lions going to draft? D-line? Boy, I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. Who knows? We haven't exactly been crushing our drafts the last couple of years here, so. we did before we were good, and those guys really like grew into. But I mean, Tesla's kind of good. Maybe they can use some more this next season. Even though they traded a bunch of third-round picks for him or whatever. And anyways, not super high on JMO, but I mean, I guess he's not bad, but we paid him way too much. But what you gonna do? You know, Jake Campbell's kind of coming to his own, I guess. But we haven't really like crushed on our draft picks. We need Rutledge. Start doing real good. We do need D-line, O-line. So, I don't know. We're kind of getting to a point where we need to restock some people that are retiring and stuff. So, let me try to catch up a couple here before I jump out there. Glow Hacks from a second ago here. Came across your foe build video. Just wondering if there are any thoughts on foe Holy Fire Archer build. So Holy Fire Aura, shooting, and then dropping Fists of the Heavens, huh? Yeah, I mean, foe doesn't use a lot of FOH. You know, Fists of the Heavens doesn't use a lot of skill points. I guess you could do that. Viable? It would work. Bad idea? I don't know. I've never heard of it, but I can see how it might work. I don't know how many synergies Holy Fire has. I don't remember offhand, and yeah, might be interesting to do. It's about the best advice I can give you, I guess. Welcome in, by the way. Thanks for watching the vids. Wetleaf's got a good LK map. Hit Nightmare on accident. Oh no. Devastating. Devastating. D-Gen says pay a diva receiver a bunch of money not to show up. Boy, yeah, that Ayuk situation is insanity. Just gets this huge contract and he loses his mind. Like, I don't know what happened there. Crazy. Very crazy. I wonder what's is he ever gonna play again? Like, is anyone gonna give him a chance and he's really gonna like take off? Because they gotta cut him, right? Like they said he's never gonna play another down for San Francisco, so he's gonna be gone. Like, what? And I think he sacrificed something like $150 million in signing bonuses and stuff by refusing to show up to practice and stuff, because it invalidated his contract or something. Like, something insane. I don't know what happened to him. Like, you almost, anytime a football player starts acting that crazy, you just automatically assume like CT or something. Like, just crazy. Crazy. Oh, Invincible coming in with a raid of 25 people. Welcome in. We're hoping to find some high runes out here at Cows. Thank you for the raid, Invincible. Ooh, appreciate ya. D-Gen talking about Ayuk. Who would ever give him a contract? Oh, somebody would. Hey, Debo's a free agent this year. Maybe Washington will sign up Ayuk. You know, be on the other side of Terry. I don't know. Dallas? George Pickens gonna walk because his contract's up. Maybe he'll Pickens will walk and Jerry will sign Ayuk. He seems like the crazy enough to do it, right? Ooh, Thresher could be ethereal, maybe. Ayuk the new AB could be. There you go. El Rune. Longsword. Check the Thresher real quick. Not ethereal, won't worry about it. Pickens gonna get paid elsewhere? Maybe. I don't know. Salary caps and all this shenanigans and malarkey. You never know if will he stay with Dallas? Will he go somewhere else? He's gonna get paid after last season, but who knows? I don't know if it'd be Dallas or elsewhere. You know, I don't know the contract situations. Yeah, he's probably gonna get like 40 mil a year. I don't even know what contract levels get to nowadays, but it'll probably be at least that or something. But yeah. San Francisco should bring back Antonio Brown. Yeah, right. I think Antonio Brown's in prison. He like shot somebody, or he tried to shoot somebody and missed or something. I forget what happened. Yeah, he's real crazy. They literally have like video of him, like he was outside of a club There's like videotape of him with a gun, and then they ended up finding another videotape like a month later from somebody of him like literally popping off at somebody. Something crazy. Sleepwalking said, seeing what Jerry did with Parsons, I wouldn't be surprised if he did something crazy with signing and stuff. Yeah, good call on that one. I forget what happened there. Didn't they? I forget why his excuse for wanting to get rid of him. Oh yeah, he wanted to. Jerry Jones didn't want to negotiate with his agent. He wanted to negotiate straight with him to like try to take advantage of him. And he was like, no, talk to my agent. Like, that's why I have an agent. Jerry's like, no, come in my office. We'll work something out, guy. He's like, no, talk to my agent, buddy. D-Gen said the Browns would sign Ayuk. Hey, Shadur Sanders needs a number one, right? Can't stick with Jerry Jeudy forever. How much MF am I rolling with? A 0. I have no Magic Find on, actually. I'm specifically looking for high runes. And rune word bases and stuff. So I have no Magic Find. Not my normal, but I decided to do that for this. Let's see. Deshaun Watson going to start next year? There's no way Deshaun Watson can start next year. There's no way. You think so, Sleepwalking? Anybody out here who watches American, real football, American football? Do we honestly think Deshaun Watson, after, what has he played, like 4 games over the last 6 seasons or something because of his injuries? And in those games, he was terrible? There's no way. There's 0% chance, I think. You don't think he should, but it's Cleveland. Ah, jeez. Are they that bad? Are they that dumb? I mean, they are Cleveland. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to bench their Pro Bowl quarterback, Shadur Sanders. Boy, the Pro Bowl really does mean nothing, doesn't it? Yeah, Fishaholic. I wouldn't say that. That's a bit much there, but there's been a lot of people that have gotten severe CTE, and then all of a sudden they're insane. They become incredibly prone to quick anger. It was literally that is it Vontaze Perfect? Isn't that his name? That defender that just like just hit him right in the head when he was coming across the middle that one time, and he was never the same again. Antonio Brown was never the same after that hit. Like, legit. It's like a straight line. He was completely buttoned up, and all of a sudden he's arguing with his team. He's a cancer in the locker room. It was crazy. How did Shadur Sanders make the Pro Bowl? I think pretty much what it was is because you have to have like these alternates or whatever. So if somebody's hurt, if you have a torn ACL like Patrick Mahomes, you ain't going to the Pro Bowl. If you're playing in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl, you might not want to go to the Pro Bowl. You might not want to, Sam Darnold's not going to play in the Pro Bowl. He's got Super Bowl. So, people are getting procedures and stuff. So just if enough people don't go to the Pro Bowl, I'm getting this procedure, I can't play in the Pro Bowl. I have this injured shoulder, I'm not playing. My hand's hurt, I'm not. Eventually they just need to have somebody go. So they just, who's a person that played in the NFL this year? You go. That's kind of why. $15 quarterbacks couldn't go to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, who else are they going to send? Phillip Rivers? Like, Daniel Jones got hurt. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. Burrow was hurt on and off. He finally came back, but then, like, is he really going to go with all of his injuries that he had before? I don't even know if he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't even know for sure. Like, is Goff going to the Pro Bowl? I'd say Goff would have to go over Shador, right? Remember when Mason Rudolph took his helmet to the dome? I do. I remember the memes and stuff about it. I mean, I don't think that really hurt him. Like, I don't think that, like, super actually hurt him. But when you obviously don't have a helmet on and you get hit in the head, then you get a knot on your forehead or whatever. But honestly, like, concussions-wise, they would probably be better off if they didn't wear helmets, to be perfectly honest. Because, like, if you didn't have a helmet and, like, big old plastic shoulder pads that don't hurt your shoulders at all when you hit people, would you really be flying at people as hard as you could with your head like this as like a spear? I doubt it. But the problem is you end up with cuts all over your face and head and stuff from, like, getting kneed and, like, scraped and stuff, you know, like NFL players look like hockey players, like the hockey players, like a hockey goalie before they used to wear masks. Paralyzed players skyrocket. I mean, wearing a helmet, I don't think would make you hurt your neck or spinal cord more often than not. Yeah, it just covers your head, the helmet. But you wouldn't bash your head. Yeah, you just wear a thing that covers your ears, you know, so you don't get, like, cauliflower ears super bad. And yeah, don't get your ears ripped off. And yeah, what you do is when you tackle people in rugby, you don't come flying in with your full force of your momentum and just take your head and use it as a weapon, right? Because you're like, oh, that's going to hurt my brain, you know? Leather helmets for the goats. Sweet Phil 2026. I'm just saying. It would cut down on it a lot. The game would change a lot, though. A lot. Oops. Fraz saying you found 5 hours in an hour. I'm assuming that's 5 high runes in 1 hour on with your Mosaic Assassin. Congratulations on extremely good luck. It happens. People get super lucky. It happens. I was like my okay luck, but not today. The music and the cow sounds. Sleepwalking says, "Ooh." A little bit for My Beautiful Face too, hopefully as well. Just mess around. Media player. Let's go. What godlies in my farm? I'm trying to get high runes and runeward bases, but I haven't found much of anything today. Again, actually. I'm going to have to just, like, run LK till I cube up to, like, 5 Cham runes or something, I think. It's going to end up happening. Tracker on how many runes I need. I do not. Because I'm making every rune word in the game, and I didn't make a list of exactly what they are. If I get closer, I will, but I need something like 5 Chams and 5 Zods. Or 5 Chams and 5 Ja runes, I mean. I actually have all the Zods I need to make the Zod rune words. You only need 2 of them, right? But I need Chams and Jas, specifically. Next week, ladder reset anyways? Probably, but we'll see. As far as I'm aware, they didn't officially announce it, but something could have came out during stream, maybe? Do this over again. I don't know what you mean by do it over again. I'll just like, well, if I play ladder reset, which I'm not sure what's gonna happen because I have a family vacation planned. This will just go on pause until I come back from vacation and/or am I done with the season? The ladder reset. Oopsie.
It's locked.
The problem with the less protective gears, you have people that will hurt you. I guess I'm not fully what you mean by that. Like obviously, if someone intentionally tries to hurt somebody, that's illegal, and you'd be suspended or penalized and/or suspended, kicked out of the league permanently. Like, you can't just punch people in the head. Like, you don't have a helmet on, but you still, even now or then, you know, you can't just punch people in the head or kick people in the head on purpose and stuff. Or you'd play like chicken, like my head's harder than your head, so I'm gonna hit you in the head with my head. I don't know. Sounds unlikely, but not that they're not gonna take away helmets anyway, so it's kind of a moot point or whatever. But
It's locked.
yeah, I think, Fraz, I think I did see that it was some post on Twitter or something. I'm not really much of a Twitter tweeter, but did see something about that. So next week they got the whatchamacallit, the Diablo showcase thing going on the 11th. And they'll probably announce that the reset will be not the day later or the day after that, but that's too soon, right? They'll announce that it's going to be the next weekend. Fingers crossed. I won't be home for ladder reset, but I'll only be a day or two late at that point. Am I running Phoenix? I am. Yep. Just so I don't have to worry about mana and keeps me alive all the time. Yeah. J-Rock, what are you asking about there? You say offline level lightning? I'm not sure what you're asking for. Jeezy said he thinks the ladder reset announcement will be a snippet from the Diablo showcase. Maybe. I'm not even sure what's going on there, so. Sure. Blizzard focus right now on D4. Very true. That is their main focus. They do not really want people to be playing Diablo 2 where they make no extra money, no skins for sale, no expansions. Mantis, what's going on? Crazy Haroon finds saw your highlight vid of Trav and LK. LK was cool. Trav, whoops. But you know, it missed a low at Trav. Devastating.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
Mantis says he thinks Nova faster at high players count cows than Java. Java does melt them. I think where Nova would get the nod in my book anyways is because of like the mobility, teleporting, flash teleport, flash teleport. Like the actual like, I don't know how to explain it correctly to sound right, but if you throw the javelin, everything's gone. I think that's faster than Nova, like static, flash, and then everything's gone. But part of it too could just be how I play, and I'm like just so much better at playing Sork, teleporting around super fast and stuff, than I am running around with Java. But I did want to, you know, I don't like playing the same build all the time, and I play Nova so much. So tons of Nova Sork play on this channel. Tons of it. Oopsie. Yeah. So the play speed might be a little bit of a skill issue. Oh no. Wait, I thought I battle ordered up. Guess not. Marvin's just not surprised. They ain't gonna do nothing for D2. Hey, I think we're gonna get those extra stash tabs maybe, so. I mean, I would be very surprised if in the near future we did not get these stash tabs, so. Wait, where's the Cow King? Whoa! Oh! I thought the Cow King was gonna be toast faster than that. Unbelievable. No. Loot filter, not happening, probably. Marvin says, Mosaic inexcusable, though. If they just got rid of Mosaic completely, that'd be great. Probably not going to happen, though.
At Mantis the Vegan 5,185.
Mantis, yo!
$5 through Super Chat. Miss Low Rune Appreciation.
Thanks for the $5 to make me feel a little bit better about my low rune miss the other day. Appreciate you. You legend, ooh. Jack saying D4 gross. Yeah, not my cup of tea. I mean, it's not like a terrible game, I guess, but it's not, yeah, no. If I had to spend time playing one game, and that's all I have time to do is play one game, I would not pick Diablo 4, that's for sure. If I had enough time to play, like, 50 different games, then I might, like D4 might be in the rotation, but... Any lucky finds so far today? Probably that cold skiller with 30 to life is the best thing so far. No runes, though. Oh, sorry, J-Rock. You say Sork. For leveling. I guess so, yeah. If you're like super budget, you're probably gonna be like a Blizzard or something, but if you have good enough gear to do Nova, I mean, a great Nova Sork is awesome, so. Marvin says, Mosaic reminds you of the days when people had white rings and stuff. A bunch of hacked items. Bunch of hex charms and stuff. Yeah. Kinda. Except it's probably more powerful than any of the hack stuff ever was. Yeah, what do you think's more powerful? A full inventory of hex charms or Mosaic? Probably the Mosaics. Not survivability-wise, but damage-wise, probably. Because obviously you'll have, well, I don't know what 90 times 40 is, but you have that much vitality, so you could really survivability to be up there with that many hex charms. But not sure on the new ladder yet. Probably, I'm if I had to guess. Lightsbane next week or the one after that, but probably next week. Gonna try to find that perfect obsession base. That'd be pretty sick. Not likely though. Like a perfect obsession base is like so uncommon. I have one to use, but it's not like super great. I think I have a one. I think it just has 3 to Nova on it. I think that's all it has. Which I sort of don't want to even do one with, because I mean, Self Infinity, Novasork's already like so crazy insane. I don't know if I'd want to do that one. Maybe I could find something that's like, I don't know. Didn't exactly even look into what exact base everyone says is the best, like which build actually would get the most out of a obsession. Sure. Last couple cows, I guess, even though it's Fireball Firemaster. That was the next one in line in my mind, so. Roz saying he's got the perfect mosaic bases. Congrats on that, I suppose. Ryan up a minute ago talking about Diablo 3. Made everything too easy to get. Yeah, that's what I hear. I didn't play a lot of Diablo 3, but this is what I heard. Starting offline, says J-Rock, so I think I'll do Lightning. Best of luck. Yeah, I'd say mostly if for starting offline, I usually go Blizzard, but that's what I'd recommend. But yeah. Likes are free. Nikolov. Appreciate you. Yeah, don't forget the like button there on YouTube. Hit that like button on YouTube. Kept hitting enter accidentally before I typed the message. You're all good. I didn't delete a message. I wasn't sure what was going on there, Doom, but I assumed you'd figure it out eventually. What is this guy doing? Can't fight. Stop fighting these monsters, Phil. Shaco from Nightmare Andy? No. I don't know exactly. I think maybe the first time you can start finding Shaco might be like Nightmare Diablo, but don't quote me on that. I'm nearly 100. I'm essentially 100% certain you cannot find that from Andariel. I don't think Mephisto yet either. Someone said Nightmare Bale. Could be. Very well could be. I got a little runny nose. There was a couple seasons ago we were running Nightmare Bale runs to get levels. Of course, that's what we were doing, and we dropped a Shaco off in Nightmare Bale. I did not get my grubby little fingers on it though. Someone else snagged it. It dropped off. I was reading chat when he got taken out. I didn't even see it. Someone else was like, "Was that just a Shaco?" I went back and was like, "Oh yeah." Oh yeah. Jack saying if you played 1 or 2 or 2 as a kid, D3 and 4, just massive disappointment. Yeah, that's probably why I wasn't a big fan of D3. But plus, when D3 came out, it was just so busted too. It was like it was not cool to play very much when it came out. There were just like invisible attacks and stuff, and the whole real money auction house and stuff was just, oh god. We're gonna have to do a zoomy zoom and a walk around. Little crossburns. Ogriax, okay. Superior Wire Fleece. I got Forsaka's stuff I'm all set on. Rail. Oh, that's not the right button. see where we're at here. Mario played D3 for a week. Yeah, I played a little bit longer than that, but not much. And I went back to D2R, and it was... I tried to push for like 3 weeks into it. And, yeah. I went back to D2, and it was just all these people like, oh my god, that game stinks! How could they ruin the franchise? And, you know, that's all the messages flying into the chat or whatever, so... Franz, I'm not sure what you're saying there. You say these that rare berserkers and base blades are. I'm not sure what that comment's supposed to be mean. With talking about the Fools mod and stuff. Z. Just a few burrs. I'd love a few burrs. I'd probably miss him anyways, so. On accident, I just wouldn't see him somehow, I guess. Thought Blizzard would be when you respec, but I guess I could try cold skills at level 1. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember exactly when I would say respecking to do Blizzard, I guess, from at the start, but usually would do like Blizzard, and then if you want to try to get past ancients and stuff, if you like do the little invisible wall trick and drop down some firewalls or hydras or something. Does one go with a classic Sork start? I mean, you can. Me, I don't know if I'm going to do... I was actually thinking about doing a Sork this season, but maybe doing something else. Not doing a Nova or Blizzard. Maybe doing like a... I don't know. Something else. The only issue is when if I start with a character that's not like one of the absolute best possible characters. If I ever host like Bale games or Chaos games or anything, like on the 4th day of ladder, there's like all these people with like fully decked out Hammerdins already and Nova Sorks and like self-infinity Nova Sorcerers and stuff on like the 3rd day of ladder. So, like if I start off with something that's less amazing, then I almost can't host games with other people, so it's like, or I'm just like running around behind them, not able to even catch up to them while they kill everything. So, yeah, I was thinking about maybe something with fire. We'll see though. Crash says Real Money Auction House would kill JSP if it was in D2R. Maybe. I mean, I would never use Real Money Auction House. Oof. Where is my mercenary at? JSP way strong. Jason says he doubts it. I mean, I kind of doubt it too, just because, I mean, you can use JSP for free, so I don't know. Like I would never put my credit card number into a Real Money Auction House game. That's one thing with D3 when they had the Real Money Auction House. I'm playing, I'm like, put a credit card in? Are you out of your minds? I'm putting credit card numbers into the game? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Fresh of the enchant bow sword. I started one ladder with that. Was it 1 or 2? I think I did that twice actually. It is a choice, but Sneaky Doc doing a practice run. Singer Barb. 31 now. Should I just do the 1 point into combat mastery? Singer Barb, 1 point into combat mastery. And all I can war cry. I'm not sure what you mean by 1 point into combat. Like into one of the weapons masteries. Because if you're a singer, you don't need to put a point into like sword mastery or anything like that. So maybe I'm confusing myself. I'm not sure. Starting with a Fissure Druid. I did a Druid last season. I don't think I'm going to do a Druid again. Druid's one of my lesser favorites, so characters, that is. Jeezy said you can buy your items on online shops. You can. I'm not going to do that either, though. Not doing that. Oh! EAO. Holy, coming with the Twitch Prime sub. Oh! Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. So yeah, I mean, so the 1 point wonders on that page for masteries. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the bottom 4 that are kind of by themselves. So there's walk, run, yeah, natural res, stone skin or whatever it's called. Those 4 at the bottom, I would put 1 point into each one of those. I was leveling a barb is a disaster. So just, I don't really like any way of doing it. So not a huge fan. Yeah, honestly, I would level as much as I could in normal difficulty. I would probably level higher than 31 in norm, like set it to P8 on single player. If you're online by yourself, I mean, try to run in games and try to get experience by running with people, but you can just go like P8 if you can do Veil Waves at all, or players 8 like Eldritch Runs, just spam those as fast as you can, taking out his minions and get you some levels. And I would get to at least 40, if not higher. But yeah. Barb is an unfun playthrough in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, Nikes. I didn't realize I was thinking too hard about what I was reading and I forgot I already had a leg. Dang it. How do you buy games on Steam? I've never bought a game on Steam before. Why would you? I don't know. I've never, the first time I used Steam is when that Moon Beast game came out, and they only had their game, you had to get it through Steam, so I had to download Steam and create an account. I've never used Steam before. Yeah. I mean, I play Diablo 2, you don't need Steam for that, so. Only play Diablo 2, you don't need to put your credit card into Steam. Am I right, fellas? I only get physical copies of games also, by the way. You don't buy any new games, you don't have to see how this works? Catch up, make sure I get all the comments here. Yeah, a company like Steam, if I needed to get games and I wouldn't mind putting nowadays my credit card into Steam or whatever. But in 2007, when I was 20, I didn't, 20 years ago, I did not want to put my credit card online, Yeah, T-Foss, I guess your true story there too. If you can get normal Terra zones, I kind of forget normal Terror Zones and Nightmare Terror Zones as a leveling strat nowadays. Good point. Z. Game's so addictive. Just finished a 7-hour session. I lost all of my offline saves when I reinstalled Windows. Ooh, sorry to hear that. But game is awesome. This is true. CDI, welcome in. So Sneaky, you say you're on BattleNet. Yeah, I would probably see if you're online, try to hop into somebody's bail runs or chaos runs. Well, I guess not chaos runs, but they'll do bail runs in normal. Or maybe somebody's doing terror, but it's so hard to find normal and nightmare leveling games if it's not the very beginning of a season. So it might be a struggle. And if you're doing it P1, I'm like losing my mind here. You can't level players 1. It's so slow. It's unrecommended. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go gamble here just to get rid of my gold. What am I gonna gamble for? What am I gambling for? Ooh, that's what I'll do. I'll gamble for J-Mods. Yeah, guaranteed to get one. Guaranteed. Stabby. Shaney, I play a single player, don't need to go online and stuff, so I don't need to. True story. Gamble at Tyraels? Well, I already got Tyraels, so I don't need it anymore, so. Odd Job, say you play solo self-found online. Yeah, that's like one of those things that I would never recommend somebody do. Play online, but only play by yourself all the time. It's kind of like, I don't really see the purpose behind it, but so many people say they do it so that, like, once in a while they can play with their friend or their cousin or their brother or something, and then they're like, well, I actually haven't played with them in like a year and a half, but that's why I play online, and I don't want to start over on single player. I'm like, ugh, try to start over on single player, but what you gonna do? Are you streaming with some new settings? My stream is super saturated. I think it always looks perfectly great to me, but let me pull up my stream again. You say it looks super saturated, huh? It looks exactly like my game. It used back in the day. I used to have really bad settings on because I had a AMD GPU, and they're so bad at streaming, so bad. I used to have super saturated, really goofed up colors, but right now it looks fine. I go back with some old clips and I'm like, ugh, why is it all like I had to super saturate it out because it would like be super faded. So I like accidentally tuned it the other way too far, and I just left it like that because I'm an idiot for super long. But yeah, it looks fine now. Maybe it's your monitor or something. I'm not sure. Mad Max. Not sure. Get these guys. Really, for efficiency wise, I should not be going after every little cow, but hard to read and think about what I'm saying and make all the right decisions. I can't even make the correct decision to pick up a high rune, so. Odd Job leveled the Sork to 99 after season 2. Only thing you've ever accomplished in your life. I don't know about that. Come on. But yeah, I mean, online, I haven't gotten a character to 99 online in probably since like 2003, 2002. So, but it used to be way easier back then.
It's locked.
You could get the 99 in, on a character from literally level 1 to 99 in like a week of running cows. Back in the day. Probably not even. Probably in a few days, to be honest. Because cows used to give insane experience, but then before they nerfed them. Ooh, another little skiller right there. Shadow Discipline, so if you're making that Mind Blast Assassin for farming. Or whatever. A lot of skillers falling out here. At least there's some skillers, huh? Something. Something to be interested in. Sneaky, yeah. I would say Sork for sure, yeah. Start off with a Sorceress and just play through the game until you get to Act 3 of Hell difficulty. And then just kind of post up there and farm up better gear for... And you'll start getting gear from Mephisto and Andariel for all the different builds there is. And then whenever you want to play a different character eventually, then play through with something else. Johnny, thank you so much.
Watching Phil while pretending to listen in my calculus lecture. Hoping for updates next week. Keith SLAYIN.
Gotta pay attention in class, young man, Johnny. Come on. But anyways, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ooh, I'm gonna tell your teacher you're not paying attention. Tell him to teach. Tyson Brown up a minute ago saying online he usually makes it to the high 80s, low 90s. Yeah, I usually make it to... I feel like the place I always stall out is like 92, 93. I usually don't get past that. Occasionally, maybe I'll get to 95, you know. If I'm a hammered in or something, just blasts, but... 30, got about another hour. Jordan. I don't know about that. See, T-Foss is way back in the day, like 2000, 2001, you get the 99 in 24 hours. If you already had 799 Sorks to help out. Yeah, that's kind of... I wouldn't... I never got it that fast, but yeah, that's what I was saying, like a few days. Because I would get... You could get rushed through the game in sub 1 hour, because you didn't have to... Didn't you not have to get any of the body parts in Act 3, right? You could just go right to Mephisto and, you know... You had to get the staff in Act 2, but you didn't have to do any of the flail in Act 3. And there was no penalty on experience, or either that or you got so much experience in Hell it didn't matter, because cows, you would jump into Hell cows after you got rushed, you'd be level 1. Oh yeah, Sneaky just said that too. You'd hop level 1 into Hell cows, and it'd be like... Your level, you would fly up 25 levels in the first cow game. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you'd be like level 18 in the matter of a minute. Because cow games would just get... Everything would just drop dead instantly from like... Boazons would just shoot multi-shot, and it would just... As fast as you could run, as fast as the arrows would move, everything would melt. But yeah. I remember sitting, just walking through the portal, sitting there, and I would just be like drinking pop and eating chips. Like, oh, game's over. Jump into the next game. Just sit there and just sit next to the portal, not even playing. And I realized I'm like level 85, and I haven't even. I have no gear on. I've just been sitting next to the portal for an hour, not doing anything. Yeah. See, eject Necromancer Bone Wall and hammered into level characters, the G-Rush, Glitch Rush Ubers or whatever, yeah. For some reason, whenever that kind of like happened, I must have just been playing Call of Duty or Halo or something at the time. Because I don't remember the whole Uber rushing, like, at all during Uber rushing time. And then there was, like, I didn't play when it was, like, Bloody Foothill runs. Like, I don't remember that, like, at all. But I hear about it, you know? Bunch of bugged gear. Yeah, there was a bunch of that stuff back then. So stream needs more emo hair. Hey, that's only a Friday thing, buddy. Bugged combined items, yeah. Yeah. Oxy rings and whiz spike gloves. Oculus rings, I guess we'll call them. Some people get triggered when I call them oxy rings. That's alright. Oh, if I had a little more magic find, this could have been not Tyrell's Might because they're not high enough level. Oh yeah, Pluto saying you missed Uber leveling, talking about this experience stuff. Yeah, the cow leveling was the goat, though. Goat. You get 1 to 90 in an hour doing Uber leveling. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just can't remember the cow leveling back in the day, if it was that fast or not. Because like I said, in 1 minute you'd get to level 18, but then, the next run you'd only get to like level 25 or 28, and then the next run you'd only get to like level 35, and then, obviously it starts slowing down. Blue Sacred Armor, that's the one you want, isn't it? No! I already found Tyrell's Might, so I don't need to worry about it anymore. Magic finding seemed easier back then. I don't know about that. I kind of disagree. I feel like I never found anything good back then. I don't even know how I got the stuff I ended up having, I honestly don't remember. But back then, like, the thing, when I played, nobody did anything except for cows. Like, nobody did anything else but cows. That's what I remember anyways. Maybe I remember wrong, but that's the way I remember it. A couple Jack saying he thinks Uber leveling was faster than cows was back before Ubers was a thing. Could be. Like I said, I never played at the time, so don't know for sure. Bunch of H-dins everywhere. It depends what time you're talking about, because when I'm thinking of when cows was everybody ran cows, there were no Hammerdin. Because like there weren't synergies yet. I don't think. Like there was no Enigma and stuff, so that's the time I'm kind of thinking of. I remember when they brought those rune words into the game and I was like, what? This is crazy. I mean, just like that. Just like that. Ooh, 4 Sagat. Oh, no Sagats. Could roll it to try to get 4, but I don't really need it that bad. Old D2 LOD player, comeback D2, watched a bunch of the YouTube vids. Appreciate you, Night Death. Thanks for watching the vids. Welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Hopefully the vids help you out and whatnot. Okay. King's Jewels. I don't really remember what that was. They were probably stuff that was already stuck into items that I would, if items I would trade for or something. I didn't know everything about what was going on back then, but mosaic base. Oh, ethereal mosaic. Let's go. No. 308 Storm Shield was square. Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't the Storm Shield used to look like Girk's Sanctuary? Like it was a different base. It had like 200 something strength required or something. Something. I think that's accurate. Shoot a barb, 40 increased attack speed. Interesting. Just tiny bits of interest. Galadrew says, I'm a class act. You don't know me very well, buddy. Ha ha. I was joking. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you. I'm alright. Gotta be humble, Phil, right? I'm alright. No, you're right. I'm the best ever. I'm just kidding. I don't have a bot command set up. Michelle's. Not sure if that's Michelle's or something else pronounced, but okay. 5 socket, 3 skills. The enhanced damage isn't really super high. I don't know how exciting that really is. Only 6 on there, but what do you guys think? I'm not a Amazon Boazon expert. I don't play Boazon much at all anymore, since I can't get a quark bow. 5 sockets. Is that used for something? Is that used for one of them? It's a pretty nice base. I always wish it was like the perp, like 15 enhanced damage. All right, I'll keep her. We'll note her down. Not too bad of a base, I guess. Already got the sockets in it, and everything. And I always forget the rune words for bows. How many there are and what they are. You know what I mean? I don't use them very often. Yo, melee missile weapon. Mystical weapons. So we got 5. That is mist. There's got to be isn't there another one that? I guess if I want to make a mist with a cham, I feel like you need a perfect base though. There's got to be another missile weapon that's like multiple. Sometimes if it's multiple weapons, it just will go by the first one, like this right here. So am I missing one? I'm not sure. Zephyr? I thought that was like 3 or something. No, it's only 2. But yeah. Yeah, Faith is the one I was thinking of that would be 5, but it didn't show up there under missile weapons. I'm wondering what I'm just not smart. Is it? Oh, it's only got 4. That's why. Yeah. I thought it only had 4, but then someone said Faith, and I was like, maybe I'm wrong here. Like I said, I don't. I guess we'll hang on. We'll see if I got a better mist base. I guess. I never know what the best rune word bases are for some of these rune words I never make. So. I'm actually rocking no Magic Find. No Magic Find, Michelle. Michelle. Whichever way that's pronounced. But yeah. I forget, did I just clear this one or did I make it? I get all confused. Forget where I was at. Looks like I finished it already. Oh, stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand his desk up. Get moving a little bit, you know? Gotta get the sweat working, you know? Richard Simmons costume. Here we go. No, it's joking. We ain't doing that today. We ain't having none of that shenanigans and malarkey today. That's kidding. Get the shoes on real quick just to pad my feet a little. Go. I get asked to go over my setup about once every 10 minutes, so I don't really do that anymore nowadays. No offense, sorry. Do forgive me, but I got a link on the YouTube, but you can't just like drop links. I'd have to log into my bot program and change the link every couple of days to go over whatever build I had at the time. So. Wish Twitch just lets you have like a description area like YouTube does, but Alex, we usually frown upon all caps comments, but I don't really care about the Merc name personally. Not a huge thing for me. Billy Goat, only find chams and ohms in cows, huh? Well, at least you know where to go when you're looking for them. Organ crossbow. Don't really do poppables usually, but when in Rome, right? When in Rome. Wingdex. Claw. No. What aura is that? You're probably talking about the one from, I got a Phoenix shield on. I also have a Defiance Merc too for some reason. I just had it and I was like, I don't even care to change it. When I built the character. I did like 2 hours of running and then I looked at the Merc and I was like, oh, it's got Defiance aura. Okay, well I guess that's fine. I just didn't think about it. Bill, have you had any luck in cows for runes? Nope. The only rune that dropped, I missed that one the other day, so somehow I did not see it. Never seen that aura before? Nope, nothing new. I don't think there hasn't been a new aura added in very many moons. I don't know if there ever has been, in fact. Probably the one that whoop, whoop, it brings back your life and your mana. The Defiance one adds defense, so I think really people just don't ever use it. Probably why I haven't seen it. People don't really care about defense, I guess. So close. You kind of got to have 40 though to even like think about anything with that. 36 with a 5 to maximum. You can make Breath of the Dying in bows. You just found that out today. Just found that out, huh? Yeah, you can do it. Used to see it more often. I don't know why that changed. Like I said, I'm not much of a bower, so. Do I have a Hork Barb? Dirk Whirlwind. I mean, I have a Barb on single player, and I respec all the time whenever I want to play different builds, so. I just respec the character anytime I want to play something different. Jab, 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 jab. Yeah, let's throw some jab. Night Death said you never seen the Phoenix one. Gotcha. Yeah, that one's on the, it's kind of behind the chat there, but the level 10 Redemption Aura from the Phoenix. So yeah, it's called Redemption, actually. I don't remember what I said it was called, but it's a Redemption Aura that's on the Phoenix rune word is the technical way to pronounce that. Or describe it, I mean. Level 41 enough to beat normal Bale with a summon Necro. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to beat normal difficulty Bale with a Necro at 41. You could go a little bit higher, but you probably shouldn't try to level much more than that in normal difficulty because it'll start slowing down a bunch. Maybe you get to like 45, some people will say. I would say probably for a lot of people, if you wanted to, if you felt like you needed to get higher, you could level to 45, but 41 could be okay as well. 6 NATO, come on!
I can't. What can I do for you?
Dip. On my old rune farming route, start Act 5, clear your boss in Islands. Talking about Dak Farron?
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
EP to Trav. Boy, that sounds like a lot of work already. Lot of work. Brian said always rooted for me on Llama Trivia. Yeah, me going up against people that are put a way more hours into Diablo 2 than I do. I was right there, I feel sometimes, but yeah. They got me a little bit. They got me a little bit. That's for sure. Let's see. I already have skeletons maxed in mastery on 17. Do you have some other skills with points into their Fistike? Because you're probably going to want, if you're doing regular skellies mostly, like amp damage. I don't know. Playthrough with a summon Necro I usually don't do. I usually do bone Necro, but... And probably, you can have Corpse Explosion at that point. You're going to want to point into Corpse Explosion at least. Probably a few more. Get the cost down, I think, isn't it? More points lowers the cost, or does it increase the radius? I think it's more radius on the more levels, actually. That's still good, too. Yeah, you got to, yeah, so it sounds like you got it, you're working in the right direction, it sounds like, at least. Yeah, I can't give you too precise advice, just because, like I said, I never play through with the Summon Necro, but... 2-minute runs, you say, Trash? Yeah, I don't know. Like, for me personally, also running multiple areas like that, I would kind of recommend it for most people, but... Content-wise, it just gives you a little bit of a shtick on your videos when it's like, I ran cows for 20 hours and this happened, you know. It doesn't really flow like, I ran Dak Farron in the Bloody Foothills and then did Eldritch, and then did Trav, and then did Neelathak for 10 hours, and then this, like, you know. Kind of makes sense, right? From now on, I'm labeling all my videos. I did this many runs, and this happened. All of them from now on. We talked about it on stream one time, and then I named the next video like that. I was like, it's so stupid when people do that, and then I did it on the next video. Like, on purpose. People probably didn't know I was doing it ironically, though. The Mr. Beast thumbnail shock face I could throw on there, too. I'm all on board with that one, though. All on board with the YouTube thumbnail shock face. You know. Red circle. Yeah, the red circle and the arrow for the clickbait. Yeah, for sure. No doubt. Arca's chicken gun knows what's up. Yeah, first you don't succeed, keep trying. It's a true story there. Fistike. True story. I should probably not just be chucking jabs into 2 or 3 cows at a time. Thoughts on TZ ancient tunnels or pits? I mean, they're fine. I don't know what my thought's supposed to be on them. If you like running them normally when they're terrorized, you're probably gonna like them the same with more experience. Don't forget, hit that like button for me. Good call, Nightbot. You legend. Make sure you hit that like button for me, ladies and gentlemen. He started, just saying he started single player with a Bone Necro the first time, huh? How about that? Yeah, Bone Necro's probably my favorite, I guess. All the Necros are pretty similar, though. They're just like, how are you getting the corpses down to use corpse explosion is pretty much what you're doing. Get some H2O joint. Could go for more coffee, I'll be honest, but it's too late for that.
I shall purge this land of the shadow.
Don't need to do that. Mark saying satisfying is corpse explosion. I mean, I like it. It's pretty powerful. Some people say OP. I don't know, but I like it. Gotta get that mosaic base. Oh! I don't know if that's a good one or not. Got a couple skills on there. So should I, if this is a perfect base, if you guys say so, this is going to be my future mosaic base. Got a couple on there. Blade Shield, you need Blade Shield, right? Dragonflight, neither one of those is good skills, actually. Dragonflight you can use, but that's not really one you use there. When I looked faster, I didn't read them correctly, apparently. Alright, fine, we'll take this guy out. He's bugging me. Full water bottle full of vodka? No. Some high quality H2O. Decked out poison better than a decked out bone. I guess I would kind of suggest. I would kind of say that. I think I was saying that bone for like the playthrough. I probably didn't say my entire thought. But yeah, bone necro for the playthrough is like my favorite. Summon is like my favorite like budget, like just after you beat hell difficulty farming build, and then poison's like the best end game in my opinion for farming. After you get D-Web. For D-Web, probably Bone Necro is the best. But then D-Web just like... PvP, you say Bone's probably better? Could be. I don't do nothing with PvP. Zombolt. So, on offline single player, you can do all of the same rune words you can do on ladder. The only place that you're limited on what rune words you cannot make is just non-ladder online. So yeah, I can make Mosaic here on single player. If I wanted to. I really do, by the way. Shaco hype. You got found a Shaco. Congrats on that one, Mr. Jiggles. Yeah, offline single player PvP reigning champ. Ooh. Reigning champ. Damage you couldn't get 6 then, could you? Yeah. Physical damage aspect pretty good with Titans and Phoenix. No, not really. The Phoenix is pretty much just for the redemption aura. Like essentially almost 100%. For cows it pretty much is almost 100%, but the only reason you even think about damage at all is just when you throw your javelin, you like leech back a small amount of life from like the literal exact cows that the javelin hits. None of the bolts coming out leech anything, but just the literal initial javelin that goes through them, you leech back a tiny bit of life. But the enhanced damage on Phoenix does nothing for you, really. But yeah, you could look at like I have a jab up here right now. I'm hitting for 500 to 1200 jab damage. Jab, 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 jab. So that was me and my mercenary taking out a high players count cow. Transcon driver, what's going on? Yo, yo. Oh, you guys would be happy for me. I forgot to tell you this story. I actually had one of the mythical, perfectly cooked steaks yesterday. A absolutely magnificent cuisine cooked perfectly to a magnificent, well done steak yesterday. True story. Well done steaks. Yeah. So I cooked. My grill's been on the fritz and it's so cold I don't want to like go out and look at it and work on it or whatever, trying to figure it out. So I'm just like cooking steaks in like a non-stick pan. You can't like overheat them, so it's like a disaster. But you just cook it. The cheapo steaks I bought, they were different thicknesses. And that always throws me for a loop when I'm cooking multiple steaks that are all different. Everyone's a different thickness. So, yeah. I gave my wife the one that was cooked to like a medium, and then I took the one that was more like a medium. It was well done. It might not have been well done. Maybe it was only medium well. Hard to say for sure, but I took the one that was cooked, not the way we wanted it. I don't really care too much personally, but I preferred it a little bit mo better cooked, but what you gonna do, huh? I'm not gonna throw it away. I'll tell you that much. And tell you that much. No, don't need special pans or nothing. I don't really care too much, to be honest. Like I said, I didn't grow up my entire life just eating chicken nuggets and ramen noodles, so I have like these jaw muscles for chewing. They work great. Doesn't even, I don't know, everyone says if a steak's cooked well done, they can't even chew it or something. Doesn't really seem that much different to me, to be honest. A little bit. Not that much different though. But maybe it's just because I'm a man, so I have like, my jaw muscles are strong enough to chew food. I'm not like a baby bird that someone's got chewed up before me. And I'm like, ooh, that's finally soft enough for me. Thanks, Mom. Blended steaks. Yeah, that's what you guys need. It sounds like all the guys that are complaining about like you're still chewing, huh? It's like eating a boot. You cooked a burger to medium well. Oh my gosh, you might as well just chew on a rock. Yeah, you guys should just start blending your steaks, drinking with a straw. Ray said if it's free, I don't care how it's cooked. Well, that's the thing too. I already paid for it. Not throwing it away. No. Talking about well done steaks, always great for interaction. Always great. Cube steak, says Arca. I only know what that is because my mom would use cubed steak and then she would like bread it and I guess fry it in a pan, I guess. I don't remember. I have not had it in many a moon, so probably 20 years minimum. Hmm. 20 years minimum. Good chat fodder. This is true story. I just need to start getting, I need to get some well done steak merch. I need to get some a true man, like it'd just be like a true man cooks his steaks well done. And I have a picture of like a super great steak, like yes. Oh man. That wasn't ethereal, I could talk myself into it being a flickering flame base for a Fireclaw Druid, huh? Yeah, steak smoothies. That's what you guys need. Everyone who's like, oh, this steak's too tough. My jaw hurts. It's 1 degree too warm. It hurts my jaw muscles. Oh. You guys need your steak smoothies. Mom, can you cut it up for me? Can you trim the crust off of my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, please? I thought that was funny anyways. The craziest thing is that people would say if they accidentally overcooked a steak, that they would just throw it away. Like, man, dude, you buy like a $17 steak and you would just throw it in the garbage if you like were talking to your buddy or something, or and just like forgot for a second and like overcooked it, you would just throw it in the garbage. Crazy. Crazy, crazy talk. I think that's blasphemy right there. Tell you what. Ray said he's going to be buying half a cow this year. Half a cow. Congrats, I think. Yeah, Fistike saying it's actually good to chew more. It's good for your clean. The food actually cleans your teeth. Could see that. Good for you. Not to mention, it actually, if you build up your jaw muscles, it like fills out your face right, makes your jaw more square, and it makes you actually look more manly. You ever see people with their jaws that are like way back, you know? They don't have the jaw coming out. It's all nice square. You actually have food that you have to chew. Makes you look more manly. True story. Because the muscle attachments for your jaw, where they connect, makes your jaw wider. Plus, it makes your teeth fit your jaw better, so you won't. If you grow up like eating actual food you have to chew, your jaw will grow like bigger, and you won't have to get braces. Less likely to, I should say. Not always. Everybody's different, of course. It's all likely. Same effect for people with beards. Well, beards just cover it up, right? They just cover up the whatever. Bill looks maxing. You better believe it. Can't you tell just by looking at me? Like, this is maximum. This is peak male right here. Come on. And then for like athletic efficiency, like obviously I shave my head for like athletic efficiency, aerodynamics when running, swimming, you know. Turtle jaw. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. Exactly. I never heard that saying before, but I don't know why I haven't. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Yeah, if all you ate was PB&Js and chicken nuggets your whole life, you end up with the turtle jaw. Exactly. You got 5 years out of your last half a cow? Dang. Let's see where we at here. Mr. Jiggle said if you overcook your steak, I believe you're saying, just keep going until it's jerky. Nice. Oh, that's funny. Just leave it in the oven. Just toss it in the oven for another 4 hours until it's jerky. I've tried the battle order up. Speaking of this food talk, I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I have to go get the kiddos soon from school. Get her ready for dance real quick. Take her to dance for 2 hours or whatever it is. That's my night, fellas. Well, oh, what? Owl eater, you bro. No infinity. Still killing stuff quickly, though. Let's go get my boy back. Desk fan on a rack making jerky? What? Just literally drying it out? Not with heat? Wild. Get away from this cow king, huh? I'm amped. They got might. About to be a problem. One of those situations where Phil bite the dust, I think. Almost. Sounds like it'd take way too long though. Drying the meat out with just a fan in room temperature. Suboptimal. My gosh, I just got so hungry all of a sudden. What just happened? You know, I need some cherry limeade real quick. Good old cherry limeade. Sleepwalking said you'd eat burnt toast. I ain't going that far. Well done toast. That's a no-go from me, dog. Toast is okay, but I'm not really big on double cooking my food, so. Like, don't y'all think cooking your food once is enough times? You really can't cook it a second? Oh, 3:21. Oh, I didn't. Time flies when you're slaying cows. Realize what time it was. Toasted jerky? No, never have. You'd have to have that stuff in the toaster forever. I've put like hash brown patties in the toaster before. Gotta pop them down like 4 times before they'll be cooked enough, but I've done that before. Uh-oh. Sorry. I had a sneeze pop up again. Almost hurt my neck there. I thought I had another second or two before I was going to sneeze, and I, in fact, did not. Cows, are they aware the jerky we consumed? Yeah, all this talk about steaks, that's why they're... Yeah, almost out of jabs here or whatever, so... Let's see what we got going on here. So, looking at the time, had to repair jabs or whatever. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I got to get off at 3:30, go pick the daughter up anyways. So, we're going to call it a day on the stream right there. Thank you, anyone re-upping the memberships today. Honestly, membership super chats, y'all are the ones that make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on the channel and stuff. So thank you guys so much on YouTube and on Twitch with the Twitch subs and stuff too. Twitch Prime, even that, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate y'all. With that being said, I'll most likely be back with the video tomorrow again, the normal schedule. So with that being said, peace out. And don't forget to keep slaying. Oh yeah.